Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Hot Stash Rick, a.k.a. Captain Liam Shaw of the Starship Titan, and you are listening to Capes and Lunatics.
That's right. I know a Starship. I know a Starfleet captain, so suck it. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Salty and Petty. She's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty, and together this is Salty and Petty.
That's right. I am Phil, and that is that intergalactic threat, Lil Hellfire. Alright, and yes, we are back.
Gorn.
What? Gorn Hub. Alright.
Yeah, that's what Patel is this week.
Whoa!
I told you she was going to be a breeding tank. Spoilers.
When you download the wrong kind of porn. I know, but you could.
The only kind of wrong porn is CP. Everything else
Is what?
is acceptable.
Wait, what kind is not acceptable?
CP. If you know, you know. We don't have to say it because we're on Google.
Okay. I don't know it. It's alright. Alright, so we're talking this week, we're just, yesterday, Star Trek Strange New World Season 2 finale, and I knew, not to skip ahead to the end, but I knew they were going to leave us on a cliffhanger. Son of a bitch.
That's classic Trek.
I know.
What did you expect?
I know. I'm still getting flashbacks of Locutus. Yeah. But then it's going to be even worse because, again, with the writer's strike, it's going to be an even longer wait. Which, again, I hold nothing against, the actors, the writers, and any of them, but I'm just like, oh man, now you're going to make us wait longer. Because I was watching it with Danielle, and I said, watch, it'll be like a year before we see what happened. I hope not.
It was going to be a year anyway. So.
I know, but oh God. Watch, it'll be like 2025. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, I know. At that point, I'll be like, what happened? Oh, yeah, Gorn. So, you kind of knew it was going to get heavy because we did a cutesy episode. We did that Klingon episode. We did another cutesy episode, and Gorn in the finale. Yeah, you know ships were going to get real, okay? Ship got real.
That's with a P, not a T.
I know, yes. P. That's right. All right.
I don't know how to feel about this episode. I actually don't even know how to feel about this season.
Except
a lot of promises made, and only a few of them were kept.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but was there like an overarching theme to this season? A lot of one.
Well, Anson Mott was on paternity leave. That's the overarching.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Season. Yeah, I figured it out. I went and looked, and I was like, oh, he was on paternity leave. That's right. Giving us the old Grant Gustin. At least he got it out of the way early.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense for those first couple episodes. Okay.
So I feel like they were kind of scrambling and trying to readjust.
Yeah,
the good episodes were good, and the not so good episodes were. Not Enterprise bad. But...
Captain Pike was firing his phaser. I got you. Okay. But,
talk about two to beam aboard, am I right, though? Wait, this is relatable content for Ray.
Ray asked permission to beam aboard seems like every 6 months, so alright. What did you think? We've come a long way in Gorn special effects, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. And, I'm not a fan of the Gorn. I'd rather do the Breen than the Gorn, but, Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. I guess they...
Like lizard people, I already have to deal with news about Congress.
Now. Let's not give Noel everything he wants right away.
Gotta ease him into it.
Hey, get that lube out. No, again, I mean, it's kind of different, but I think that I don't know, a lot of the franchises, it's like, well, we can't do the Borg, and it's like, but you want like an enemy where it's like you can't reason with them, and
but then taking that a step back too, they're like, oh, they're not just monsters, maybe they are organized. It's giving what's that Will Smith movie with the zombies where he thinks they're devolving but they're actually evolving?
Is that I Am Legend?
Yeah, that's I Am Legend. Yeah, it's not the name of the book, so I kept kind of
Yeah, I get
Warner Brothers property.
Yeah, I guess spoilers, kids, but yeah, I guess because the whole light thing. I mean, but it's like it's more animal. They're like more animals, so it's like you really can't reason with an animal. Although, Lilith has a house full of them, so
I mean, you can train them. That's about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have better technology than the Federation, so I mean, who's the monkey now? Better strategy too, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, yeah, they're hunter,
Exactly.
Yeah. And
it's like, babes, you're in the middle. You're out here looking like freaking Mayberry. Yeah. Just join the Federation and shut up.
I know.
Beta, get out of here. You're taking those vaccines though, aren't you? You're taking those handouts, aren't you? Join the Federation and pay some goddamn taxes. How about that?
Whoa. I was like,
freeloaders.
I was like, did we get a steal on a set or something? I'm like, oh
yeah. Well, they filmed in Toronto.
Okay.
So, that set looked awfully familiar. That's why they specifically a late 20th century Midwest town. Yeah, we know.
Just randomly, this planet or outpost, they're just like, oh yeah,
They were running out of budget on the last episode there.
I guess.
They looked on the back lot. What can we use? That set over there. I mean, it looked like a set. No tea, no shade. It was giving Smallville. Downtown Smallville is all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, that so looked like a set. This small town, but it's like one street. Yeah. I'm like, let's go to Toronto, put some flashing lights on some buildings, I'll call it a day.
Exactly. I was just like, oh, Sam Kirk is volunteering another fake out death scene. Yay! We haven't gotten it yet, but it's coming. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't he die in the original series or so? He
does, but not yet. Like they're very much tinkering. Well, and like who's to know? They have kind of been tinkering with the timeline, even past the Kelvin timeline, with the whole Khan project, as seen in Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's like at this point, we don't really know. Like, people are like, why Strange New Worlds is tinkering with the canon and the timeline, and why that's a good thing. And I'm just like, I know some diehard freaking person who can calculate the star dates in their head or freaking out. But yeah, I mean, the whole project kind of like we're past it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it does need to be updated and retooled and kind of,
Yeah.
So I had to let that go. But they are tinkering with things. As such, we meet Scotty.
Yes.
In this episode. And he's already kind of a genius. And I'm just like, oh, okay. But he's kind of discombobulated, so.
Well, yeah. Well, if you're going to be eaten by giant lizards, too, you might be. But, yeah.
I lived in Florida, so, like, not a big deal. People are making a way bigger deal about that than they need to, as far as I'm concerned.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro.
Yeah, he's basically the MacGyver of Starfleet. He basically cobbles stuff together out of junk, and...
Yeah. I totally forgot, because, like, we were kind of speculating. I was like, okay, we got Kirk, we got Spock meeting. We got Aurora meeting them. Like, oh, where's Scotty? Where's Chekhov? And we're good to go, kids. We're good to go.
No, we need Dr. McCoy. We need Sulu. Don't you forget George Takei, damn it. Oh, my.
I mean, only if they give him something better to do than the actual original.
What? No topless sword fighting?
Oh, that has to be. That should be the first scene.
Don't
my words.
George Takei would demand that. I mean, like, put that in, let the new guy do that.
But yeah, like, this season has kind of just been a hodgepodge, I guess is the best way to put it. And that singing episode, I'm still smarting from the singing episode. I'm going to be real. That as the penultimate episode just really grinded my gears to dust.
I did appreciate the the continuity in the beginning when she calls him and says, "Oh, how you doing?" He's like, "Well, I'm not bursting out in the, I'm not just randomly bursting in the song."
Yeah, it's like you could have just kept that little nod, and we never shall we never speak of it again. about season 2. I don't know.
I liked it. I mean, again, if you're looking for a big overarching story for the whole season, I mean, this wasn't it. I mean,
like how we started with Broken Circle, I was just like, okay, yeah. And then it kind of, okay, we got to deal with number 1, obviously. Okay, I'll give you that. And then it just started
like they would
progressively getting weirder. Like with tomorrow,
yeah.
like, don't mind me. I think tomorrow is my favorite episode.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And Under Cloak War is like a second. Among the Lotus Eaters, number 3. Everything else can kind of just go where it goes.
I'm just waiting for stuff to pay off. Like sometime in season 3 is going to be like, oh, I don't know, Spock's is starting to have a problem with that blood wine.
Yeah. It's a lot of things. It's fun. Don't get me wrong, but like I want to get into the meat and potatoes of everything, and everything just is kind of like all over the place at this point. And I don't know. I feel like we should be past that. Like I thought we were like, it had such a strong, solid season 1, although technically it was more like a season 2. Am I right? They should have known what they were doing, but now I feel like they're lost again. Like they don't know where they want to go.
Do you think? I mean, I think a lot of people were complaining with like Discovery and even Picard that it's not like older Trek, even the 90s stuff where it wasn't as episodic and stuff. I mean, this season of Strange New Worlds more than any of like the modern Trek, like you could like basically jump in pretty much anywhere and watch an episode.
And that's been the whole idea, but it's kind of dumb because it's on streaming.
Yeah.
It's not like it's actually on CBS where you have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like, babes, it's time to ditch the weekly model. That goes the same to Disney Plus. Like this is why you guys are struggling. Like the whole point of having a streaming service, like we promise we'll keep it. Just start dumping stuff all in one day. People just want to binge, man.
Yeah. And because they're worried people are going to, unsubscribe and then come back once there's something. But it's like, yeah, you're right. I mean, the streaming model is just...
That's the whole point. That's why, like, once Netflix started doing that per week crap and, like, all that other stuff, like, don't take the worst lessons from Netflix. Take the best ones.
And again, I mean, I don't know about now moving forward, but I mean, for the longest time, there was, like, there's so many streamers, so many shows. It's like, yeah, you have me coming back week after week. It's like, well, something might get...
I forget. Like,
something's going to get lost in the shuffle. I mean, I have an app where I keep track of this stuff I'm watching, but I'm just like, yeah, random people, like... you talk to people at work, I guarantee you there's some show where you're like, oh, hey, did you watch this week's episode or whatever? And they're like, oh, I forgot.
I don't even know what that show is.
Or, they've watched the first couple.
Apple Plus TV.
Yeah, or then they're just like, I forgot.
Yeah. I've been kind of that way since, like, 2016, where it's just like, whatever. I'll come back to it when I come back to it. And I don't know. Strange New Worlds better get its stuff together, or I'm just going to be waiting for the end of the season.
I don't know.
They got 3 episodes in the next season whenever it comes back in 2020, 30 or whatever.
I was going to say, by the time that writer strike's over, I think we're all going to just be like, whatever, however you want to give it to us weekly, all at once. I don't care. Just give us new content.
Yeah, something. But I don't know, it was okay. It was okay.
So
that's just how I feel about it. It was okay.
Yeah. And speaking of that writer strike, so like they're not allowed to promote any of their stuff or like.
Unless you're Stephen Amell.
Oh, why is he out promoting?
Allegedly.
Oh,
I forget who called him a scab, like on Twitter or whatever. But yeah,
like did it? And then I see they're not even allowed to. People aren't allowed to promote like old stuff even.
I don't know about that, but probably.
Okay. I thought so because like the Delta Flyers, I don't think they've been recording new episodes because. They're not talking about Voyager and stuff, and then where's this? Oh, was it?
It might be because that is actually part of a main active franchise as well.
Oh, yeah, maybe because
all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, what was that?
Not you, Enterprise. Sit down.
Oh, damn. Well, what's that? Was that Star Trek Las Vegas, or was that recently? Because I think a bunch of them got together, but like they couldn't mention the show or anything. But then I guess everyone was getting pissed at like Beltran because he just kept mentioning Star Trek Voyager. And they're like, "Oh, you can't say the name of the show."
Yeah, I guess. Like I am just like so just like they have to do what they have to do. I understand, and it's just like honestly at this point the studio should just pay them. They can afford it. I think that the director, the CEOs and stuff of those studios can do without their $100 million bonus. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, just to get us back on the show. We're literally in a recession. And, like, give me a reason to cancel the rest of my streaming services, please.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost literally as much as old school cable, so give me a reason. You're paying 3-cent residual checks? Well, my money's not going to them, so where the hell's it going? To your pocket? All right, done.
I mean, I think DC...
I'll go back to 4 channels. I'm a 90s kid. I will survive.
I'll read comics. I don't care.
Comics, books, something.
I'll watch old stuff. I don't care.
On DVD. This is the perfect time to go find your old stuff on DVD, so you're not giving those streamers a penny.
Yes.
Hit them where it hurts.
Physical media, kids. That's right. I know. I think these CEOs think they're going to outlast these writers, but like all these writers and actors are probably like, you know what? We're used to not making a ton of money, so, it's.
Yeah, so, I don't know. But back to Strange New Worlds.
Yes.
I like the opening, but, like, it was kind of just, like, corny, cheesy, giving me old school Star Trek vibes. So I mean that kind of like in not a derogatory way, but it's just like it's so clearly obvious that Patel was totally going to be a breeding sack. Like they forecasted that last episode. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of disappointed that they didn't subvert expectations. I actually really like the character. I love Nurse Chapel. Don't get me wrong, but I was just like, she did so well.
What?
If she dies so well, she is kind of a homewrecker, so.
Oh. Well, but again, I mean, it is nice that we can build some suspense because Patel and like some of the crew who we haven't seen outside of this series, it's like, oh, these people could die. Even if you're going by straight canon, these other characters we've never seen before, it's like, they could die.
Yeah, but does that have an impact though? It's Star Trek, red shirt syndrome all day.
But I just mean like the Doctor or or Ortega, somebody. It's just like.
Oh, they're not getting rid of Mbenga. Sorry, but
no. I just mean any of these. What?
I think Ortega's is the only one that really can. I mean, that really can like on that whole crew. She's like the only one that's kind of disposable. What is the Asian lady's name? I forget. Her too. It's kind of just.
Khan.
No, not Christina Chong. It's the other one. God, it's gonna kill me. I can't remember.
I forget, but even like the Doctor, it's like eventually we're gonna get McCoy, so
or maybe he's maybe he's a medical intern.
It's like
Mbenga.
yeah, I was gonna say
definitely building off that the reboot of the original of TOS, right? They're gonna do that reboot with Paul Weasley eventually, and he's gonna take Spock. But then I think Strange New Worlds goes on, and I think we are gonna definitely avoid the beat chair. Anson Mott has like really wowed everybody, and I don't think that it's just gonna go 5 seasons and then they're gonna spin off into the TOS. I just don't think that. I think that Strange New Worlds is gonna go on as long as it goes on.
Oh yeah, and then you can always be like, oh hey, the rest of you, do you want to keep going or whatever?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of possibilities, a lot of potential, but like I said, like I just don't think the Gorn is like that exciting for me. I don't know. I don't know who else. I mean, I would rather do some more Klingon War stuff than the Gorn personally. Like I just don't feel like they're a threat.
I just wonder if like because the Gorn haven't been fleshed out as much as like the Klingons and stuff, if they're just like, oh well, we can pretty much.
Well, and we always get to the point where we have to retcon. Like we've even retconned from the Discovery era of Klingons, like that whole look and stuff. Like I get it, and they have really yet to find their footing for it, and I get that, and that's probably why they don't really want to focus on it. But like the Gorn, it was boring. I'm just gonna be real. Like I didn't feel like there was any suspension or tension. Even when if you're a real Star Trek nerd, you know that this era of Star Trek, their transporters can't beam that many people away. So instantly, I knew, they got beamed by the Gorn.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're like an old school long term Star Trek fan, and something's kind of just in your head, you're just like, oh, okay, I know what that is. But like, I think it was great for new viewers who like don't know like some of the mechanics and stuff like that.
It's so funny because like at the end there when they're just like focused on Pike's face, I'm like no, and Daniel's like what? I'm like they're gonna end it right there. I'm like they're effing gonna end it right there. No,
you just look at the time and you're like, oh,
I know
they're doing this.
I didn't even look at the time. I'm just like, oh no, no.
Like the summer of 1990 all over
again. Mr. Worf, fire.
Exactly. I was just like, yes, that's the point. That is the point.
I know. I was like, no, I know what they're doing.
I will say that I really do enjoy the Gorn's theme. I think it's who is the person, the music, Mamie Malamud. I think as the person that does like the score on Strange New Worlds, I think they did. It's very definitive.
Oh yeah.
Strange New World thing, you just instantly know. I like that a lot. The young just look like the Youngborn. They're kind of just like they look bad. I like the one in the suit better.
They look like the young look like they want to sell you insurance.
I'm just trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Gecko.
Potential merch, potential crossover. Paramount Plus, don't you dare put ads on. Don't you do it.
Oh my lord! But no, I mean,
could have made this episode longer though. To be honest, like 5 minutes longer or something. I don't know. Like I felt like it went too fast, and like we just like touched the surface of things. I just was. I don't know. Like it was kind of a weird pacing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well,
a season finale.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was the runtime? Because season finale, especially since we're not gonna like.
The standard, yeah, but it's like we're on streaming, so we should make like HBO used to do for like Game of Thrones. If you want to do an extra 20 minutes or 15, feel free. And I feel like that's the whole. Yeah. I think some shows on Netflix got to do that too. I think like Lucifer, when they brought them back and started, gave them a little bit of extra runtime.
Oh wow, yeah, AMC let Walking Dead go like an extra 10, 15 minutes if they needed it.
Babes, what else was on AMC?
Well, true. Well, I mean, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul.
No, after that left. They were like, what else you got? Nothing. Go ahead. Do 2 hours if you want. Who cares?
We'll push Chris Hardwick back to 1 a.m. Yeah, don't worry.
Exactly. Everybody's watching it on DVR the next day anyway. Nobody's staying up.
Poor Chris Hardwick. I'd sit there every week and be like, we could do this.
This is fine.
I was like, we have to do this for cheaper. Come on. Especially during the pandemic, like they let him like do it like over like Zoom and stuff. I'm like, and half those guests, I swear they're talking through their Apple earbuds. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, we could do better sound too. Come on.
I mean, the pandemic.
Yeah.
I don't really even watch. Like, I've given up on watching after shows. Honestly,
I don't know. Do they do a lot anymore?
A long time ago.
Do they do a lot anymore? I know, like Will Wheaton does some for the Star Trek.
No,
stuff, but...
Will Wheaton doing a post checks.
Shut up! Let him get his shekels. Come on.
Like that's not a shocker. He did one for Falling Skies, right? That was him. So
yeah, but of course, I mean, Trek makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's sci-fi.
Come on, how many years and how many times has he heard "Shut up, Wesley" at conventions? Let the man get his shekels, okay?
I know he needs it. He's married, got a family.
Oh yeah.
What else do I want to talk about?
But no, like you talked about the score, like the music and the look of this show. I mean, they do such a good job.
I mean, it's why it's 10 episodes. I mean, I would give up a little quality of set design for like an extra episode. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe 2. I think 12 episodes. Chef's kiss. That way we can have like a 2-hour premiere and a 2-hour finale. Yeah, and just give it more time and space to breathe.
Yeah, but that's the model these days. It's like does any streamer get more than 10?
Too short.
Yeah.
Listen,
I know.
I'm not British. I don't do 10 episodes. I hate 10 episodes. It's a pain in my ass. It's stupid.
I know.
But like the budget goes far. Like I get why they did it, and it looks great, and it sounds great, and it feels great. It's very well done. But I would sacrifice just a little bit of quality to eke out 1 or 2 extra.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the model. I mean, I'd rather have 10 solid episodes than like.
Well, some of this was filler. We're being honest, even with 10 episodes, and we complained about that last season too. So,
and I mean, you could.
It's like you can't. If you're gonna have filler, at least give me 12 episodes.
Yeah, true. But I mean, like I think.
Like, I'm gonna be real. Those old scientists, that was filler and fan service. I could have done without it. It had no real consequence.
Which one?
Those old scientists.
Oh, okay.
The crossover episode.
Yeah.
It's like, look, babes, it's not my fault. Prodigy needs a boost. Okay, not my problem.
No, Lower Decks.
Whatever. Yeah, Prodigy's canceled. They definitely need a boost.
I know that's
shows going at the same time. What the hell was that?
I think
decision making.
I think we got the episode, I think we got the point of the episode. It's just like, oh yeah, hey, you're not watching Lower Decks? Look, Lower Decks is cool. You should go watch it.
Listen. I love my Quentin boys just as much as anybody else, but enough's enough. No more corporate welfare. Sink or swim on your own, man.
And Rebecca Romaine's husband is on Lower Deck, so they're throwing him about.
No more corporate welfare. I said what I said.
How much success does that family need?
Exactly. We could use the sliders. We're just gonna throw that out there.
There you go. I mean, they're rebooting everything else.
Fox hasn't rebooted Sliders yet, or Married with Children, or.
I heard like a while ago. I don't know if it fell through or what, but I thought I heard something like they were going to do like a Married with Children thing, but like it was going to be animated or something. I mean, they were going to come back and do the voices, but it was going to be animated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know if that fell through or what, but they were going to do like a revival or whatever. But yeah, they were just going to animate it.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Well,
yeah, that's going to be in development hell for.
But I mean, besides David Faustino, does any of the rest of them need that?
I mean, Katie Segal certainly doesn't. I mean, Futurama's already back at Hulu, so.
I guess. I don't know.
She's done Sons of Anarchy. She's done so much since Married with Children. And Ed O'Neill is like literally coasting off Modern Family. I mean, he's set for life. Well, I mean, he wasn't probably set for life with Married with Children because like that was an early Fox show. But like with Modern Family, he doesn't have to work unless he wants to.
I mean, Modern Family. I mean, Married with Children's on Hulu now and stuff. So I mean, he's
probably those residuals are so small.
Yeah, true.
That structure was horrible.
Yeah,
so that's why I kind of referenced Modern Family because I know they were like the highest paid cast, and it was like the biggest show, not only for ABC but like kind of like in the U.S. for like 3 or 4 seasons in a row. So
and Christina Applegate probably did.
Well, I mean, she did have cancer, so that probably did wipe some of her money out.
Oh yeah. So yeah, American healthcare.
She could probably use the work a little bit, but like.
Hey, it's still CityCons this weekend. Katie and David Faustino are here, I think.
Oh, cool.
You
should ask him about his rap career.
Grandmaster B.
Yeah. No, like his real life. Like
I know.
Rapper.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, I know somebody who bought your old house with the studio.
Well, what?
I know somebody who knows somebody.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say. Did you? What?
Nah, nobody wants to live in Tarzan. Anyway. Not a Valley girl. Sorry.
Oh, that's what we're gonna have to do. Something. Oh, you know what we should do for the end of the year? A Married with Children episode.
Yeah. Yes, please. Oh God, we'll talk about. Oh God. I think he was my cousin Oliver. I'm pretty sure.
That's all right. He just went upstairs one day and never came back. I love how they played into it because they put his picture on the milk carton and stuff.
Yeah. My favorite thing was the dog died and came back. And he's like, "Oh, I'm stuck in this thing."
No, it's like what a little stalk. No.
Dogs wish they could be my dogs.
Oh, I know. Home cooked meals. Yeah, their own chair. I know.
On couch.
I was gonna say not a dog chair, people, a human chair and couches. These dogs.
Recliners, yes. It's a mess.
See, you.
I kind of liked Mbenga and Ortega's banter.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like, it's not Mbenga, but I go for it.
You can't.
I can't wait to see when Mbenga goes ham on those Gorn. Like him and Ortega's, because they've both been in the war. They're gonna get their.
Oh no!
We're gonna regret it, bro.
Oh no! Is he gonna take some more of his venom and go?
Go juice, bro.
Yeah, fight the Gorn. Yeah.
I guarantee you, we're doing it. We're gonna do that.
Nice. And again, you can't kill Nurse Chapel.
Like I said, they can. Like I was really super shocked that they mentioned last episode.
I know, but they blew up the other ship while she's on it. She's still not dead.
Like I said, they could.
I know. I'm saying they could, but I'm just saying she seems indestructible.
I don't know why, because we all know she doesn't end up with Spock.
I know, that's the thing. It's like they're building
Unless
up.
They're gonna change. Like I said, I feel like they are trying to prime. We're gonna have a third timeline or a fourth timeline if you count Mirror timeline. But,
yeah.
Which I do. So we're gonna have a fourth timeline, kiddos. I'm just saying, like things are kind of subtly changing, and
oh my god, if they don't want to change the timeline and have them discover the Mirror Universe sooner, they should just do a Mirror Universe episode. And all the oh my god, all the guys have beards and Captain Pike's hair is all flat and stuff.
Yeah, the bowl cut.
Yes. The doctor's shaved.
Oh no. Oh, that would be.
Well, what's the evil universe? Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was surprised they didn't give Spock's so much to do, like, because he, like, Ethan Peck, like all people who play Spock, just really kind of somehow get the spotlight thrown on them, and he has been like, he has been doing the heavy lift. So I was surprised but refreshed that they were like, oh yeah, you can just go plant the bombs. He really didn't do much.
I mean, he got some stuff to do, and again, it's like that. That's like a sign of like a good Star Trek episode. I don't care what show it is, where it's like the more you include the whole crew in an episode.
Exactly. As long as they're not singing, I'm good with it.
Exactly. I love that scene. Yeah, where he kills the Gorn man, stabs through that spacesuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we've got some more genocide weapons. Interesting, Starfleet. Interesting.
I know. Yeah, Pike's just like, yeah, beam that crate in here. Yep.
I'm just like, yep. My point about the point that Deep Space Nine is just proving it all over again. That's all I'm saying.
Well, again, that Klingon episode. I mean, yeah, we're even getting some Deep Space Nine vibes here.
Like I said, this has never been the good guy. You can't be. It's just like how there's no such thing as ethical consumption under capitalism, and there's no ethical way to have $1 billion. It's just kind of, you just kind of have to like just accept it.
Yeah, but in this case, isn't it more defense? Because I mean, I think in this case, Starfleet would be more than happy not to have to deal with the Gorn ever again. But it's like, well,
they don't own the whole universe either.
What?
They don't. Starfleet doesn't own the whole universe. It's not. Like, come on.
I know, but the Gorn flew in and took this planet. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna kill.
So did they? They were trying to do it too. They're like, sure, come on, have a real beer, man. Just less destructive. Same principle. I'm sorry.
There's Gorn killed for some damn damn malt shop.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're trying to raise interesting questions, but like, I think it's very shallow and. You know, hopefully we get a little deeper in the next coming. They've just been doing very surface, shallow kind of commentary.
Yeah,
you know, that it's sci-fi. You kind of have to go a little bit deep.
Yeah, but again, I don't know if they're trying not to be too like overall, but like you said, we have to do that a little bit.
You have to. It's the tradition of Star Trek. You have to.
I know. I think they've been trying to softly do it by mentioning like previous episodes and you know, especially the whole time, you know, the whole time travel thing with Kirk and stuff. I mean, we that kept coming up. So,
like I said, Project Con really, really, really f's the timeline in the butt every time. Every time.
I mean, does it? I mean, I'm trying to remember how deep we got into it.
I mean, if you go into the movies and then all the references,
yeah,
like that, it's actually like one of those pivotal things. Like I did agree with it when they said that in Tomorrow, where it's like it's kind of one of those things that has to happen.
Yeah.
So the universe will find a way to make it happen. Like I get that.
It's a fixed point in the timeline.
It's a canon event. I can't interrupt.
Yes. You can't change it. It's gonna happen. Ricardo.
Fuck it.
Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo Montalban is a fixed point.
As he should be. Boing.
Whoa.
What? You said fixed point.
Whoa. No, I didn't say planetary axis.
I did. Oh, I like the moment between number one and Spock.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would never say to give up hope, but babe, she dead. She gone. Let it go.
Well, it's like, I don't know. Is there any atmosphere?
Oxygen, I tell you. Pockets of oxygen.
There's a force field up somewhere.
Exactly. It was kind of messed up though. Like, did they even show a scene for them checking for any other survivors before they sent that
before they
to crash it?
Yeah, before they were going to send that for that whole saucer section down. I don't know. I mean, there's.
I don't think it's kind of convenient. Nurse Chapel's the only one that survived.
I know. I told you. It seems like she's indestructible.
No, they just didn't care. Let's just be honest. They're like,
She has that hot chicken vulnerability that a lot of hot chicks have.
She's gonna get fridged horribly. Don't mistake it.
Oh, you don't think?
Yeah, some bad's gonna happen to her.
Well, yeah, she's gonna have to give up that Vulcan love. Come on.
I love a non-emotional man as much as the next person, but
Lilith insists on it.
Exactly. If Vulcans were real, they would be my soulmate. Don't doubt.
Lilith is like, live long, prosper, and get the hell out.
Oh yeah.
But no, I mean, I think that's the sign of a good show, where it's like they leave you wanting more. You know, at the end of the scene where you're like, you know, I could have used more. I think that's a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
Oh, that tail gave me. I was like, I don't think those are tentacles. Like he's choking them out, but I don't think that's consensual.
Whoa.
I don't think those are tentacles.
It's like it's giving hentai, but I'm not gonna mind my business. So what did you think of the actor that played Scotty? I think his name is Martin.
Yeah, wasn't familiar. I thought he was good. I mean, the minute you hear the accent, you're like, oh, I know what they're doing. Yeah, it's like, I know what they're doing. Yeah, Scotty.
I think that Pilea is gonna mentor him to take her place. I think that.
Oh yeah, something's gonna happen. Yeah.
I think she wants to go back to teaching. I think she misses it.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, sooner or later. Yeah, she's gonna be like, you know.
I mean, I'd love to keep her. Like, let's be real, but.
Oh yeah.
It's not practical within the canon. It's not practical.
Yeah, that. I mean this in the nicest way. I mean, she's an older woman, and she's probably just like, yeah, I'll do a year or two on the show, and you know, don't expect me to hang her.
She better hold on to those sweet residual checks.
Oh yeah. You know she ain't gonna like, I'll stick it out for like 5-10 years now.
Yeah.
I mean, how much residuals must she make? I mean, how much stuff has she been in?
And a lot of it is on Netflix, though. The Incredible Kimmy Schmidt. If you haven't seen that, she is fantastic in it. It's great.
But I mean, like, even before that, I mean, wasn't she in stuff in like the 80s and 90s? I mean, that's yeah.
Yeah, the 90s. Now those were the sweet residual checks from everything that I.
Nice.
So yeah, she's kind of healthy, but yeah. I don't know.
What?
Wait, I had to think about it. I was like, we have 3 Gorn episodes. I can only think of 2. What was the third one?
What, 3 this season?
No, just overall. I couldn't think of the third one.
Oh, hold on. I'll pull up a list here. Did we do oh yeah. I have to watch this week's
I guess they're including
Oh, you mean from the original series?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant Strange New Worlds. I'm like, wait.
No, like I don't know. I think that if we kept them unseen, it would have been a little bit better. Because, like, I know it's kind of like they're trying to do, like, Aliens or Aliens 3 specifically in this case. And I'm just like, leave it to Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was.
Especially they broke out the guns, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it's Alien, and then maybe throw in a little horror movie, you know, scare jumps and stuff. Yeah.
Alien is a horror movie.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the reference, but they leaned a little too heavily in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't go full out and be like, "Oh, hey, Kirk, why don't you come down with us?" Oh, hey.
Yeah, he's not gonna die just yet.
I know. Well, I mean, Jim Kirk. I was, you know, so I'm like, oh, here's how we meet Scotty. You know. Nah.
Oh, well, I think we've had enough Jim Kirk. Honestly,
I know he was in a lot in this season.
Which I told you, like, he was. Like, when they announced the filming and they were showing, I was like, oh, that's at least, like, 3 episodes. It's a lot for a guest star, but like I said, they are totally setting up that, so.
Oh, yeah, because you know, it's like, once Sansa mounts out, you know, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, he's...
Do you think they're actually going to put him in the freaking beat chair? That's been my biggest question.
I mean, I think eventually, I think once Sansa...
I think they should change it for him. I don't think he deserves it.
I mean,
it was fine and dandy when he was just like a throwaway guy in the actual original series in canon, but like now his own show, like we kind of have to avert that fate, right?
Yeah, but you don't think like, you know, even if it's like 10 years from now and like Anson Mount's just like done with it, he's just like they're gonna, you know, once he's leaving for good, they're just not gonna be like, yeah, let's do it.
I don't know how, like, especially people that are like newcomers to it, and this is their like first Star Trek. That would kind of leave a bad taste.
I don't know, man. They're really, I mean, they keep, unless he cheats fate, I mean, they keep heavily hinting at it.
And I mean, they have to subvert the expectations.
Yeah.
Like I said, something is gonna change in the canon. It's gonna be drastic, and I think that might have something to do with it. I can't put my finger on it. Like, I just don't know where they're going.
Or you know what it's gonna be. I mean, they already hinted at this too. It's like, he's gonna like try to cheat fate, and then, you know, if he doesn't take the hit, someone else is going to, like, he's gonna get a glimpse of another timeline where
it's gonna be another tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, where someone else gets stuck in that chair if he doesn't do it, so he heroically takes the bullet so someone else doesn't end up in the beep chair.
I don't know. Like I said, I can't put my finger on what Strange New Worlds is actually like. They keep me guessing, and I guess that can be a good thing, but like, I don't know. I've watched shows for longer that, you know, I'm just like, I get those vibes like when a showrunner is lost and confused. Now I'm just like, I can't go through Supernatural again. I will not do that. I am not sticking around through the garbage. Sorry.
And I mean, again, it's.
So I need them to, when they come back, I need for the themes to be strong and them to have a definitive plan and plot a course for awesomeness, okay? That's all that I ask.
Engage!
I would like for the ship to go now.
I would like the show to go right now.
Yes. But yeah, it's going to be a cliffhanger. We kind of all did. I was just surprised that they kind of just lingered on answers to my face. I mean, why wouldn't you? But like, still. That's all. Like, it was like, okay. Like I said, the pacing was off for me. You know, I don't really feel like any payoff is there. It's like, I already know that Nurse Chapel doesn't end up with Spock, so all this will they or won't they crap, knock it off.
I mean, what's up with like newer interpretations of Trek, like the damn Kelvin movies, like they try to put him with the Uhura and stuff, and it's just like,
well, that goes back to the original series where they flirted a lot.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like I didn't
like that in the Kelvin timeline. Like, it kind of threw me off, and I was just like,
but it's just
like, if you know, Aurora and Kirk, obviously, that's actually in game. Fuck you, Carol.
Whoa!
It's so bad. I'm gonna need that as a drug.
Oh my lord!
I hate that lady.
Oh,
I hate that character, not the actress. I just actually hate the character.
Yeah. Again, it was just a plot device to give Kirk a kid.
Of course. And you know how I feel about plot-based children and love interests.
Yes,
the whole family can suck it.
Oh, I was gonna say,
the whole family can suck it.
Yeah, Hollywood, quit using vagina as a plot device.
I mean, at least in mainstream movies, keep doing it.
I got you. Yes, a mainstream movie. That's what I'm saying. No, Gorn, you're all good. Oh, that's what we should do instead of saying corn. We should say Gorn.
Oh, Star Trek version, yeah, let's do it.
That's our take. Yeah, we're just saying Gorn. Like Lilith just has rooms and rooms full of Gorn. Bookcases of VHSs, can't hack her.
Exactly.
All right, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good season. I'd give it a thumbs up.
You know what? Now that I think about the whole set that they used, I mean, I know that was probably for budgetary reasons, but it did give me remember when, if you ever watched the original series, because of the era in which it was made, they always ended up in a Wild West town because Western movies and TV shows were all the rage, like guns and stuff like that. So that's the vibes. It's like, yeah, they're in Toronto, so naturally, they always, America shoots in Toronto, so that's why. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Well, it's like the original series. I mean, as great as it was, it's like they always go every 3
places.
Every alien planet's either some version of ancient Rome or 20th century Earth. Oh, what a coincidence!
Guess we're getting a bottle episode. Yeah. What was something else that?
Oh, I heard the whole thing. The transporter came about because they didn't want to they didn't want to pay to do a shuttle every episode.
That makes sense. See, you saying the season should be longer, so I'm not wrong. I'm just
you're right. No, but I said that's
20 episodes is pushing. I think 12 literally would be perfect because I feel like every Star Trek season premiere should be 2 hours, just because A, we wait so long nowadays. And B, there's so much to be getting caught up to and setting the tone for the season. And
especially if we're going to be waiting longer for the season 3 premiere, they should make the season 3 premiere. Whatever you got, put it in. Hey,
fine, throw it in.
Whatever you have, throw it in. Words Lilith has said many times.
Maybe. Cannot confirm nor deny.
As long as it's big and longer.
And wrapped up in a bow,
Yeah. A bow.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so
safety first, kids. Yeah, I like your and Palia too because she's I love her crazy. And I'm like, well, she's got plenty of them. Just you wait.
I love you're we ended on Pike's face. I mean, we could have ended with anyone. I mean, name me a bad looking person on this cast.
Exactly. Yeah, like I was a little disappointed. Like I thought that this was gonna be the Grinch where they're like, yeah, Nurse Chapel's, and then we go into the hole, and I'm like, yeah, don't care about romance. I'm sorry.
I don't think they'd kill that romance that suddenly. You know, there'd be a long period.
She's a homewrecker. As much as I love Nurse Chapel, and literally my costume this year for Halloween is Nurse Chapel.
Really?
Yeah.
I need pictures, damn it. Or are we gonna do a Halloween episode?
If you can find some other people, that's fine. I think the two of us doing a Halloween episode would be a little sad.
We could probably convince like Justin. We could probably convince a few people.
Yeah, let's wrangle up some people and we can have a Halloween party. Sure.
That's so funny you said Nurse Chapel because I was like, oh my god. I'm like, the other way I could pull off a Pike or something is if I find a big wig or something.
No, you should go as Umbanga.
No, wait, no. Can't go blackface. Come on.
You don't have to go blackface. You can just wear the costume, Phil.
I know. I could just be a random red shirt. No.
Just like in real life. Oh, boom, bazinga.
No, No, I could go. No, Paul Wesley's Kirk. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. You don't want to be Sam Kirk? You can fill in your little mustache.
I don't know. That's I don't know. The mustache.
You still need big hair for Paul Weasley.
Oh yeah, true. I don't know. The stash would just I don't know, make me sad. You know.
Yeah, that's true. You can go Spock.
Oh yeah. Except I can't do that thing with my fingers.
You can't.
I can't. No. Oh, tape them together.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, if you tape them like over a week and just sleep like that for 8 hours, however long. It's like when basketball players are training to do the 3-pointer, they sleep in this thing called Star Shooter. It just trains your muscle memory.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I used to not be able to do it with both hands. I could only do it with my left hand, but now I can do it.
Now that's a drop.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, tape your fingers apart.
What can we do in the meantime until this show comes back for Star Trek? I mean, I get. Let's watch Prodigy since it's got canceled. I feel like a lot of people are sad about that. We could do some Prodigy.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't watched it, so yeah. No, I'll be down for that.
Cool. And maybe we could do some series.
Oh yeah.
Not like the stuff everybody talks about either. I'm talking about like.
Yeah, but we got to do what is it? The Cage. You know, the one where they actually have Pike on there.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I would love to discuss the Cage. That's a very good point.
Because I mean, it is Pike's. Or it kind of.
And then we got to do the one where they show him in the actual beat chair too.
Yes.
I met him while he was fleet captain. That's why that episode had me cracking up because it goes temporary. I'm not going in the damn beat chair just yet.
Oh yeah, Mirror Universe. Oh yeah, there's so much original series. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I still want to definitely discuss some Star Trek stuff, even if it's not straight, until it comes back, whenever it comes back.
So yeah, kids, if you're jonesing for Trek, come here.
Yeah, and then eventually, if we run out of Prodigy stuff, we can do Lower Decks. Like I just wasn't interested in Lower Decks for some reason, even though I really like everybody on the voice cast. I don't know, it was just something about like I watched the first episode.
I mean,
this is for me.
I get it because a lot of times, I mean, I can't sit there week to week and watch it. A lot of times, I have to let them build up. Sometimes to just power through it. I don't know. It just seems weird because it's like it's humorous and it's like no other Trek's ever been that humorous. I guess it just feels weird.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. As an old fuddy-duddy Star Trek person, like I'm trying to like not be such a damn boomer when it comes to like Star Trek. So like I'm gonna give it a chance. But, like, I want to give Prodigy a chance first.
Yeah, but the whole Lower Decks thing. That's why I was like, how is this gonna interact with Strange New Worlds? Because the tones are so different.
Yeah, and the jokey jokes were definitely kind of distracting in those holes.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that note.
All right.
Let's wrap it up. We got 2 whole other shows to do.
That's right. We can't leave that star, Rob Southgate, waiting. All right, so.
He'll fall asleep.
All right. So, yes, kids, next week we already pre-recorded, but yes, you'll hear our review of the Adam Eve special from Prime. And then, yes, in September, Lilith is away, so.
So the cats will play.
No Salty and Petty, but Mr. Will Allred and I in that time slot will be doing some DC Comics content. So, and not some of the Will's picks are not something you hear here all the time. So,
Are you going Alan Moore or
no? Tom Strong and Global Frequency.
Tom Strong's by Alan Moore.
I think so. Yeah, I thought you meant like Swamp Thing. Yeah, no. I think, yeah.
He's more just Swamp Thing, Phil.
I know, but that's what I thought you meant. And then Lilith will be back in October.
Spooktober.
Whoa. Yeah, because we, at least the last 2 weeks of October, we have some Halloween or some spooky stuff planned.
Very cool. Can't wait.
Lilith's like, I can't wait to hear what I have to say. All right, so kids, send us your thoughts on the Star Trek, the Star Trek, or anything, and we'll come back and I'm sorry, Noel. You'll get, you know what, Noel, send us your thoughts. What do you want to hear us? What do you want to hear Lilith rant about socially when she comes back? Send them in. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon, where you can hear Lilith Hellfire's drunken, uncensored rants. And you can join our Patreon elite like Justin, Ray, Russell, and now Moz Mansour. So find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, Lilith. Where can people hear you ranting about old TV shows?
Oh, God. Maybe not ranting, but if you are into some wholesome content and want to spend time with your favorite internet granny, find me on Facebook. You can find me on Threads and Instagram at Internet Granny. That's GRANNIE.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Just what you're going to hear your granny say, huh?
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Hey, your parents got here somehow.
Whoa!
Power of the penis. Bigger, harder, stronger. Come.
Please don't.
Oh my!
Keep that to yourself.
Keep it in a lockbox, kids. That's how Lil likes it. Thank you for joining us, kids. Again, you'll hear us next week, and then, I am not going anywhere, but we'll hear Lil back in October. A fully rested Lilith Hellfire.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a time, kids.
Wait, oh man, you're not on camera. I was gonna say, gotta end on the face.